Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about something that can be a total game changer for how you plan a lesson. Doesn't matter if you're a teacher, a parent, or honestly just anyone who wants to share knowledge. Let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? You've got this amazing idea for a lesson, something you're really excited about, and then you're just staring at a blank page. It's so intimidating. Like, where do you even start to build something that's not just engaging, but actually gets the point across? Well, what if I told you there's a simple, super repeatable format that just takes all that guesswork away? A kind of blueprint that gives you the structure you need so you can focus on the fun part, the actual teaching.
Okay, so let's get into what this actually is. It's called the Learning Material Format, or LM format for short. And I really want you to think of it less like a set of rigid rules and more like an architect's blueprint for a house. It's your guide to building a fantastic lesson every single time.
And this right here is the real magic. A lot of people think that structure stifles creativity, right? But in this case, it's the total opposite. Having this solid foundation actually frees you up to be more creative. You get to focus on making the lesson awesome instead of stressing about how to organize the thing. So how does this blueprint actually work? Let's pull it apart and look at the core pieces. I promise, it's way simpler than it sounds.
Okay, so here they are, the 6 core components of any great lesson plan. Think of them like the essential ingredients. You've got your introduction, that's your hook, the main activity, that's the heart of it all, and assessment to see what stuck. Then you've got your conclusion to tie it all up, your learning objectives, which are super important, and of course the materials you'll need. Now, you don't have to tackle them in this specific order, but let's zoom in on the 3 that really form the backbone of your plan.
Seriously, this is where you should always begin. Before you do anything else, just ask yourself one question. What exactly do I want my students to know or be able to do when this is all over? Setting your learning objectives is just like putting a destination into your GPS before you start driving. It's a game changer because once you have that clarity, every other decision you make just falls into place.
All right, next up is the heart of the lesson, the main activity. This is the good stuff. It's where you explain, you demonstrate, and, this is key, you get the students doing something, getting their hands dirty. This is where you make the whole concept come alive.
So, you've taught the thing, but how do you know if it actually landed? That's where the assessment comes in. And hey, let's be clear, this does not mean a big scary test. Not at all. It can be something as simple as a quick Q&A. It's really just a casual check-in to see if everyone made it to that destination you set with your learning objectives.
Okay, so all this theory is great, right? But what does it look like in the real world? Let's take our empty blueprint and actually build a lesson from scratch.
So here we go. We're starting with our blank canvas. Looks a bit empty right now, I know, but just watch what happens when we plug in a real topic. And there you have it. Just like that, our blueprint has filled out. This is for a 4th grade science class. See how it all connects? The objective is simple. Understand why plants are important. The intro hooks in with a brilliant question. What happens if there are no plants? Then the main activity and the assessment, which is just 3 quick questions, they all flow right from that one single goal. Boom. In 40 minutes, you've got a complete, solid lesson plan all right here.
But look, this blueprint isn't just for a 4th grade science lesson on plants. No way. This is where you can really let your creativity fly. You can use this exact same structure for pretty much any topic you can think of.
I mean, just look at some of these ideas. Can you imagine building a lesson on a day without pollution using this same blueprint? Or what about healthy food versus junk food? See, the structure is your canvas, and what you teach, that's your masterpiece.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's that this tool isn't just about filling out a form. It's about giving you the confidence to teach effectively. And that's really what it all boils down to. This blueprint isn't meant to box you in. It's designed to give you a framework that's so solid you feel totally free to experiment, to get creative, and to focus on what really truly matters, connecting with your students.
So, as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with a question. Now that you have this simple blueprint, what amazing idea are you going to bring to life? What's the very first lesson you're going to design?